Hello, what's going on, guys? So today I'm gonna start a new series, Road to Master Tier. Totally original idea, never seen before. So as you can see now, I'm diamond 3 at like 30 LP. I can't see, but I think that is. And I'm gonna be playing Morgana. And I actually did a 11-minute recording for this video already, but I had muted my mic, so I might actually miss something because I already did it. So I'm kind of out of it, but I'm gonna try doing my best. So you're gonna see I'm hitting a great binding there. Very early start, very good start. And yeah, I actually want to make my series like I want to try to make it educational. I want to try to help people get better. If you want to get better support, I think I can help you. Unless you're diamond and above, I probably can't help you. Then you're probably as good as me, or probably better than me. So I'm not saying that I am the greatest player ever, just so you know. I'm saying if you are below diamond, I think I can help you with my videos, doing some tips, and also commenting a bit on the game, but we mostly do tips on this game at least. I actually hit a lot of great bindings in this early game. I hit 2 early, and I hit 1 now, but they gave nothing because you have GP AD carry and he does jack shit early. And then I just die for it, even though I hit so many good bindings. So that was kind of sad, but you know, it is what it is. If I had any real AD carries, she would definitely be dead there, which makes it kind of sad. But yeah, I wasn't actually tilted. It was fine. This was my first ranked game in a very long time, so it's hard to get tilted then. And I actually play better when I haven't played for a while, which is kind of weird because that's contrary to other people, how they feel. So I don't know why I feel like that, but I just do. So this game was going good. Hit another binding on her. As you see, he has GP has no damage. If that was Lucian, yeah, she would be dead. But we got her at least. I mean, I got her. Trying so badly to remember what I said in the last video because I had a lot of great things to say, but now I'm kind of forgetting about it. But yeah, educational stuff. Okay, I wanted to. One thing you have to think about, if you are like, I mean, to like maybe master or diamond, high diamond, when you throw your spells, people will always try to dodge backwards. You know, they will turn around and to the right backwards. So you can always, pretty much always predict where they're going, because in this elo, if you are like plat or gold, I think they will always dodge backwards, maybe like 90% of the time. So you don't just always throw it backwards. I promise you it will work. So if you wanna play champions like I play, like Morgana and Blitzcrank, that only has one important spell, and you need to hit that spell, you know, you really need to learn how to hit, how people dodge, so you can hit your spells. And that's basically it. Just throw it behind them and you will hit it. This game was also a little harder, of course, since it's Kalista, because you need to predict her jump, but that's not too hard either. But then this Kalista wasn't the best, no offense to her. And I actually think I could have stayed him there if I had just basic attack a Kalista, but I wasn't sure if we could actually kill her, so I was playing kind of passive. Because that's the thing you also need to do when you have this champion that has one spell champion, that you need to don't fight for, like, when you don't have spells, don't fight for nothing. If I throw my Q at someone and it misses, I can't just go into the fight because, you know, I have nothing up. You need to wait for your spells. Or if you see your team fighting and you already use all your spells, there's no point in just going in there and basic attacking them. You will just take damage for nothing. So stay behind, wait for your spells, and then try to do whatever you can. use your lock at redemption and stuff. Actually, I don't win games by my strategic movements. So I can't say I'm the best at that. So don't take too much serious what I say. But the things I said recently, they are definitely true. So you should consider that. But I win lane by just hitting my bindings or my hooks. But often my bindings, Morgana is definitely my best champion by far. So just hit your bindings, and you often win lane. And by winning lane, you will transition that to the mid and late game and win by just doing that. So that's one strategy to win the support: being aggressive and hitting your spells, learning to hit your spells. There is other strategies too. I will talk about them in the next game. So if you don't like the aggressive support style, just wait for next game and I will tell you how to do that. I was getting low here, and actually thought I could survive this, and I dodged everything, but it didn't matter. Maybe I probably I played that as good as I could, but I probably shouldn't have been there in the first place. But I just thought like they had no minions, how can they die me? And I didn't see, even though I can see now the replay that Riven was visible in the minimap, I didn't see her in the game. So I missed that, but so yeah, I probably shouldn't have been there at all. So that was my mistake. But I always made up for my mistake by playing it good, but it wasn't enough. That's why playing smart is also important. Even though I played as good as I could, I wasn't smart, so I lost. I mean, I died. Here I knew that I was safe this time, so they couldn't over me this time, because I saw it on the map and I knew where Riven and I knew where everyone was, so I was safe here by just. So I knew I could just try to stop start because I had nothing else to do. I had warded everything. I had no reason to back. My AD wasn't there, so why not just try to annoy them and stop their push? And I got a free Kalista ult out of it, so why not? Great binding once again, if I do say so myself. I think it's okay to brag a little. I always loved picking Morgana into Trash and Blitzcrank. You just E and then they are kinda useless. Especially Blitzcrank, Trash can do something at least, but Blitzcrank gets kinda useless if you just are good at knowing when who is gonna throw his hook at. Because a good Blitzcrank will try to fool you, and I have been fooled plenty of times, but most of the times you will get the shield there. So my top 3 champions right now is support. I'm actually really unsure, because the first one is definitely Morgana, there's no question about it. The problem is that she's not really the greatest in this meta. She doesn't do enough. And it gets harder and harder to hit your bindings the higher you come, so the worse she becomes too. My second champion, I think that's Blitzcrank. But the thing is, the same thing there. He's not also that good in this meta. So my 2 best champions are not that good in the meta. So maybe I would be higher if it was a different meta. Maybe it's good because no one plays them though, so they don't know how to play against it maybe. But well, they should, because they've been around since like season 2 or so. Maybe they've been around forever, I don't know. So they should know how to play against it. Unless they are new, of course. Here I would definitely hit my binding on Riven. That was a better choice, but I didn't see her until I already threw it, so. And here's an example of what I mean. You see, I'm not going into the Renekton. I had no spells. Why would I go and try to save the Echo when I can't do jack shit? No, I can't do anything, so why not wait for your spells, So now I can re-engage with Fizz, cause I wait for my spells and I miss my binding, but still. If I had just gone in and, you know, basic attack Renekton, that would not give anything. I would just take damage. And then I maybe couldn't re-engage with Fizz, so, you know, think about that. You don't... especially if you're playing a champion like this that has one spell. And here they try to do the Baron when they're like only 6 kills. I mean, no, when there are 6 kills behind and all of us are alive, they decide to do Baron. I guess it was a desperate call, but it was still pretty stupid because they weren't that far behind, and that play would never ever work. I mean, like 1 in 100, so it's not worth the risk, I think, at least. But I mean, they were kind of far ahead, so I guess it's better to do something than nothing. But still, I probably would not have done that. So yeah, I actually think I did pretty good this game. I hit most of my bindings. I did well in the early game. I did well in the late game too. You know, no big mistakes. And just to brag a little bit more, Trash said I carried the game, so feeling proud. And yeah, let's move on to the next game. I will talk about strategies for another type of supports. So now we are at the next game, where I will be playing Nami. And this is I am not at Diamond 3 level with this champion by no means. I would probably be like Diamond 5 and Gold 1, pretty low. I'm not that good with her. There's something I'm missing with her. And I'm not either good with these type of champions at all. These type of sports like Nami, Soraka, Janna. Nami is a little bit different than Soraka and Janna because they are only passive. Nami you can play aggressive a bit, at least. But she's kind of a fast champion too, because, you know, for example, this game, yes, you know, you didn't miss anything in her game. I know I skipped far, but the thing is that they just use Lulu and Caitlyn, they will just push me in all day, and I would just heal all day. So that's all that happened. And luckily we got a great gank for Lee, because, you know, they are up to the torch all the time, so he did great by capitalizing on it. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the type of support that is, you know, more supportive than the ones I play. This is the type of support I'm not good at. You have to play really passive, and you have to use your brains more, not just your mechanical skill. So you have to think more, and you have to play really passive. And that's the thing I'm really bad, because I like making plays. I like throwing myself into. I like making plays. That's all I'm saying. And here I was sure Caitlyn was gonna die, so I just ulted Lulu instead. So he doesn't have. Oh, we actually got one. I didn't think of it, but I guess we did. Oh, and here's the TP here, so I was really scared. And then it got cancelled and baited Caitlyn so hard. So I got a double kill there, 3 double kill. You know, I played that pretty badly by ulting Lulu when I should have Caitlyn, because it was bad. But we got a double kill anyways, because I kind of fucked up too. And here I was just trying to do a gauge, get a great bubble here. But we are just kind of focusing on different things, on different champions, so it wasn't the greatest. But and here he goes really hard, I don't know. And he was pinging me, heal me! But I didn't have mana, sorry. But at least the ace gets to pick up the pieces. So great job by him. And we are getting a lot of great ganks. You know, they are pushing up so hard because they Caitlyn and Lulu, and our team is doing a great job, because you need to capitalize on that, or else they will just push us down. So great job by them. Very bad job on their jungle though. I mean, his strategy is to, of course, just farm. But the thing is that when he has Caitlyn and Lulu on his team, he needs to be ready for counter ganks, because they are going to push and they are going to get ganked. So you need to be there to help them. But you know, he has farmed the jungle the whole game, so it was pretty bad. Even though he becomes dangerous, of course, it's not worth it. It was a bit of a bad comp there with Caitlyn and Lulu and then G. It wasn't the greatest. But it's solo queue, so you can expect that. Anyways, well, I miss my point all the time. I was talking about the support. Yeah, the type of support that is more supportive, if you know what I mean with that. I'm very bad with that. And here's the thing with that. People actually really underestimate the power of just not dying. And that is something that is very underrated. If you don't die, you eliminate the potential of them just feeding on you. And you know, you can rely on more on your team carrying you. And it actually works a lot. You can probably get pretty high by just doing that, even if you're not good mechanically. Just don't die and ward. If you can ward without dying, then you probably get to flawed sound effect. Even if you're bad at the mechanical. So you can do that with like Nami. You can do that with Nami. You have to be a little bit more aggressive. You have to W them, and you can ease yourself sometimes, poke them, but that's very rarely in high arena at least. But if you play Janna or Soraka, for example, just play passive, with a shield, heal them, board, redemption, locket. That's all you need to do. You're gonna win. I mean, you're not always gonna win, but you're probably gonna climb if you don't do that. If you or someone that is bad mechanically and don't know how to climb, just play those champions and don't die. Just a tip for you guys. But I don't really like this style of supporting, though. I don't like getting carried by my team, so that's why I play Morgana and Christian, so I can do that on my carry. And here that's a stoning ult, so she will have to back or go into it instead of trying to hit her. But yeah, as I said, that's why I like playing Blitzcrank and Morgana, because you actually can carry from the support role. That's something some people will not understand. Because they will, oh great job AD carry, and then you hit like 5 diamonds on them. And they died one time, and that was great job AD carry for basic attacking. When you predicted his movement with your binding. You know, if you have a big ego, you probably shouldn't play support, because you won't get credited that much. So if you want to get better at the one spell champions, I can definitely help you more with that. But it's not like a big secret to it. You just have to do what I said in the last game. You know, just predict your movement, and it is pretty easy before diamond and no diamond. It's pretty easy. Just throw it behind them. They will always dodge into it.
Return to your home and raise your future fate.
Actually, pretty great there. I was making sure I would throw myself in front of Nautilus hooks because Lucian went really deep into the tower. So I made sure that I need to block his hook, or else he will die. So I did block the hook, even though I told you to be passive. It probably wasn't the greatest idea to block it, to be honest. You should be more passive than that. But you know, it worked out this time, and that's just the style I play. I like living dangerously. So yeah, I did a pretty great job, even though I probably should have played more passive. We thought this was gonna be a easy kill on Lulu, but she's just playing with us, doing some great tricks. But yeah, we finally get there. There's no escaping us. So what more can I say about support? I think it's hard to just say it like this. I will say more. I will come up with more stuff as it goes, because you know, I'm just recording this video. I'm not cutting anything. I'm just doing this recording all through. so I'm not really coming up with that much stuff right now, but I will more and more throughout the weekend. I will tell you more stuff to do. That was a really lucky bubble. Go back and watch that again. So, you know, I was trying, Lulu Flash, I was trying to hit her with it, but I hit the most waiting in the bush to destroy our team. So that was really lucky. I mean, that was oh my god, great bubble, thanks. No, but that was really lucky. So we just go for a Baron here. 2 dead, the most strangers in D is dead. So, and it's the young one, so we go for Baron and very bad. Overall, we are kind of dominating this game. This gets kind of dangerous. I popped the Mikos and Flash over and whew, those. You know, I try to do everything I can here, get back in. And yeah, we got kind of lucky there. Yes, to survive with 0 HP as well. Probably a bit tilt on the E, but that's really great. Tilting your enemies one way to win. You know that cheesy Riot tip with don't blame your teammate to win for 50% of games, something like that. It's so cheesy and all, but it actually is true. If you don't blame, you will let it. That's just the case. Because we all get affected when someone flames you, even though you think you don't, you actually do get affected by it. And just as I talked about playing passive all the time, you see I'm getting they're going first into push very bad. That was a bad mistake for him. It worked out, and it looked good, but it actually was really bad. And here I popped Redemption trying to keep Lee alive. And I did manage to do that, so that was pretty good. Yeah, I was playing too far ahead up in the push. It's only because we are so far ahead that they did not manage to kill us. That if we were equal, then yeah, I would have died there, I mean, for nothing. But maybe I wouldn't have been there if it was equal, because I was thinking that... Oh, I saved it, that was close on, yes. I think I actually was there only because we were so ahead, but they were still stupid, because they can actually just do a comeback because I do that. So never do that. Okay, we were debating in our team here if we should push or not. You know, people often throw games because they push here, and they get greedy. We can win this game, guys. We can win, instead of just backing and regrouping, and definitely then we will win like 100% on, instead of taking the risk here and throwing the game. But we took the chance this time because they had many people dead. It worked out. Yeah, it definitely worked out. We got the power and everything from really dying. So it was definitely worth it, but still, too risky. That's not the way to win for sure. Nice kick from him. I think this will be the end of push. Yeah, it will definitely be the end. So thank you guys for watching. I hope I had some tips for you guys that helped. I will definitely have more tips in the future though. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.